Hi, Cole. You've done a good job in completing your graphic organizers. One thing I want to point out, though, is that when you put your reasons here, you do put sentences, which is fine. It can also be point form, but you really don't put enough in there for ideas to develop. So it makes it harder when you go into drafting your essay to really develop it. So you've got your topic sentence here. The cost of bottled water is rising. The expense is quite costly, and it costs a lot to manufacture water bottles. How do you know? If you're going to say it costs a lot to make them, you need some sort of supporting detail. The prices must be too high. Water costs a lot of money sometimes. How does the water price may be up $120 a year? If you're going to put numbers and facts, you need details or supporting evidence. So that's one of the issues throughout here. Again, you don't really have a lot in here, which makes it harder when you go to write your essay. And when I went down into your good copy here, you don't actually have a thesis statement here. So your introductory paragraph should be minimum 3 sentences. You have 2, and you say it should not be sold in schools because it is not regulated. That doesn't pollute, and they are too expensive to manufacture. For a good copy, it should be a complete sentence. You would want to say it is not regulated, they cause pollution, and they are too expensive to manufacture. Bottled water also does not teach the students of preserving the environment and creating less plastic waste. You're missing a hook statement, and this sentence right here is more your thesis statement. It's often you can have a thesis statement at the beginning of a paragraph, which is true, but you need to develop this more. So when you see firstly, secondly, in conclusion, you only have 4 paragraphs. This should be a 5-paragraph essay. Firstly and secondly are things that you put in a paragraph. You don't start a paragraph with that. You would want to say there are many kinds of bottled water, or bottled water is not regulated because they haven't been tested. So regulated by whom? State that. The water may be from a river and it may not taste good as it looks. That's a grammar syntax error. Thus, the water may also contain plastic particles and harmful bacteria, which may cause sickness. Good point. Again, you're missing punctuation, and that's a really simple paragraph. Secondly, water bottles. This is 1 sentence. That is not a paragraph. So, and then you have your in conclusion. Your probably concluding paragraph is stronger than the rest of your essay. So you need to develop this a lot more in order to bring it up to where it needs to be. If you have further questions, please call me. And again, when you're looking at how to develop your essay, go back to your graphic organizer. Like I said, because you don't have a lot of details here, it makes it much more difficult to develop it into a thorough essay. You need to really start from the beginning and build up.